All right, gang, have you heard about Transitions Drivewear and how great it is for driving? Have you also heard that Transitions XTRActive will darken a little bit behind the windshield and can also be good for driving? Well, today on the channel, I'm going to take you out into the real world and I'm going to do the driving test. And I'm going to put Transitions Drivewear up against Transitions XTRActive. I'm going to show you the differences and how these two lenses stack up against each other. Don't go anywhere. Hello, it is your friendly neighborhood optician, Daniel Brunson, and I got a fun video for you guys today. And this all came about because recently I made a video comparing Transitions Gen S to Transitions XTRActive, and I got a comment on that video, and the comment said something like this: "Don't just tell me the damn difference, show me." And to be fair, I have made videos before where I show the point of view looking through Transitions lens. In fact, I made one on the Transitions style mirrors not too long ago. I'll put a link in the box down below where I actually go outside and show the point of view looking through the lenses. But I have had requests lately to show a comparison of driving with Transitions XTRActive and driving with Transitions Drivewear. So that is the topic of today's video. We're going to do some real world tests. I'm going to get outside and I'm going to drive and I'm going to show you guys what they look like and what it looks like looking through them in some real world situations. So let's rock and roll. Why don't you come with me? I'm going to go outside and do the drive test right now. All right, so I'm in the car now and I wanted to be able to record and show you what the results are. So I'm not the one driving, so we're going to keep it safe here on the channel. So I sat in the car for about 5 minutes, so any activation that the lenses got from being in direct sun has faded. These are the XTRActive, Transitions XTRActive, and this is the brown color, which is my favorite color. It's just a nice soothing color to have when you're looking off at landscapes and the outdoors. So the only light that I'm getting is just the visible light from the windshield, and it's not even that great right now because it's 12:45-ish, so the sun's directly up overhead, so it's not coming directly through the windshield. So there's a little bit of visible light that's kind of coming in through the windshield, and this Transitions XTRActive lens, it can pick up on that to some degree, and it can darken a little bit. That's why it's the only lens that makes the claim that it can give you behind the windshield activation. And you can see there is some activation. I want to stress some activation. It's capable of category 2 darkness, but that all depends on the intensity of the UV and how much visible light you're getting through the windshield. So you can see some color. And is it satisfying like a true sunglass? No, not really, not like a true sunglass, but it's not clear, and it definitely provides some relief from the bright sun. Now, how sensitive you are to bright light, well, that's going to depend on, how satisfied you are with this level of darkness is going to depend on how sensitive you are to bright light. All right, so now let's just flip the camera, and I'm going to show you just kind of what this lens looks like looking through the lenses from my point of view. All right, so let's take a look at the point of view looking through it. So there's that brown lens. I'm going to try to hold this steady as we drive. So here's kind of what it looks like. Let's see if we can get a good focus. We're coming up on a red traffic light, and you can kind of see what it looks like. Here's without, here's with, and not bad. This lens giving us, we've got a little more brightness, reflecting off of the bright dash here. So the XTRActive, it does pick up on the visible light, and it will give you the amount of darkness that you saw. And this is without, this is with. So not bad. Like I said, is it as satisfying as a true sunglass? Perhaps not, but for a photochromic lens that started out virtually clear that you can wear all day long, including at night, indoors and out, this is not bad. This is a pretty good result for a photochromic lens, and it's why the XTRActive is such a versatile lens and such a useful lens in everyday life. Okay, so we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about Transitions Drivewear, which is the lens I'm wearing right now. And you can already see one major difference. Transitions Drivewear looks much darker because it is an actual sunglass lens. So why is it a Transitions lens? Well, this is the lens that I've called one of the most underrated Transitions lenses. A lot of you may not even know about it, but you should, because it's pretty phenomenal when you're driving. So it'll actually cycle through 3 different colors depending on the brightness. So if you have like a really overcast day, overcast and rainy, it's great because it's sort of an olive green color, and that gives you really high contrast in those lower light conditions. But what it is, what we have now is a pretty bright and sunny day. However, I am in the car, and so I'm not in direct sunlight, but there is a lot of bright visible light kind of coming through the windshields. So yeah, it turns from olive green in this case to, in the bright day, it turns to a copper color. And oh, there's a bonus: Drivewear is also polarized. So it's going to control the disabling glare, the blinding glare, any light that's reflecting off of a shiny surface that would otherwise be difficult to look at. It completely filters that out, as polarized lenses do. So that's a good bonus for the Drivewear lens. And then I mentioned, the first 2 colors. You have olive green and low light on overcast days, and you have this copper color that you see right now. If I were to step out into bright sun directly, then it would actually change to a darker shade of brown polarized. So it's very versatile for driving. And if you're going to be in the road for long periods of time, or even just driving around town, depending on your level of light sensitivity, many of you are going to find this lens much more satisfying as an actual driving lens, where the XTRActive, as I showed you, it does get dark enough to be somewhat comfortable, but maybe not as satisfying as a like proper sunglass, which Drivewear is. So let's change gears now, and let's give a point of view of looking through the Drivewear lens as we're approaching some more landscapes and traffic lights. Right, so now we're going to look at the point of view of looking through the Drivewear lens. So there you see, without, bright and sunny. Oh, we got an emergency vehicle coming this way. Well, that'll be good. We can see different lights through the lens. So here you are looking through Drivewear lens. So as you can see, it's a very soothing lens to look through. Here we go without. Here we go with, and just look at the green grass over here on the side of the road. Look how much more rich and vibrant the colors look. That's one of the great things about a copper color lens. That's why it's good for driving. Copper colors actually increase contrast, and they make everything look much, much sharper. So, and not only that, but as mentioned before, because the lens is polarized, it's a very soothing copper color to look through. Here we can see the red traffic light and other lights around. So you can see why Drivewear is such an underrated lens. Very beneficial, very comfortable, very soothing for driving. I highly recommend it on any type of lengthier road trips, or maybe if you're the type of person, again, who you need a satisfying, like, true sunglass lens while you're driving. This is a fantastic lens to have in your collection. All right, so as I close, I want to say this. You've got 2 really good lens options here in both the Transition XTRActive and the Transitions Drivewear lens. I've just shown you how they operate in the real world when you're driving. So it kind of breaks down like this for me. Transition XTRActive, it is incredibly versatile because it can go with you indoors and outdoors. You can wear it daytime, nighttime. You can wear it in all situations, and it will even give you some behind the windshield activation. Now, that may not be enough for some of you who feel like you have to have a proper sunglass when you're doing certain outdoor activities, such as driving. So some of you may feel like you need the Transitions Drivewear in those situations. But if you're not a person who feels like you have to have sunglasses every time you get behind the wheel, you'll probably be pretty happy with the Transitions XTRActive lenses. But for the rest of you, and that's a lot of you that appreciate having a proper sunglass, you really would love the Transitions Drivewear, because, as I said earlier in the video, I really do believe it's one of the most underrated Transitions lenses that is out there. And a lot of you, like I said, maybe haven't even heard of it. It's such a soothing color, and being polarized and going through the green to the copper to the brown tones, depending on brightness, It's very soothing to wear while driving. It's very comfortable, and it's just a great sunglass lens to have on long drives or perhaps any drives around town. So what do you guys think? Would you be satisfied with just the Transitions XTRActive, or would you need to also have a true sunglass such as the Transitions Drivewear? What do you think about the differences? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you want to see my next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.